Stadium. Baltimore in town to take on Cincinnati. And it's the Ravens who have the lead in that one. Marquise Brown, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Next, we'll stay in the AFC North, and we'll stay in Ohio as well, as we check on the other team in the Buckeye State, the Cleveland Browns. And you can see they trail the visiting Buffalo Bills in that ball game. Josh Allen has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Davante Adams, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On first down, this is Adams. Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing, but he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now, making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Jones. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 20.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And some space here. That one good for 33 and a first.
Get ready, get ready.
The Jets were 26th in rushing in the NFL last year. That's a big reason they went and signed Bell back on March 13th. And plays like that give them optimism that they can move up the pecking order in the NFL rushing ranks. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Back to throw, Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
We take a look ahead at what's to come later tonight. Sunday Night Football, it'll be the Vikings and the Cowboys from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And then tomorrow night, we've got the Seahawks and the Niners from Levi's Stadium. And we were in the Bay Area for the Raiders on Thursday night. Now right back out to watch the Niners on Monday night. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They run on 2nd down with Adams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Pro Bowler C.J. Mosley, the Ravens' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Bell. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Darnold on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On the counter, here's Bell. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll set up the screen to Montgomery.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That's caught right side by Anderson. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And the Giants ready to come out now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Now Jones. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Give them 11 yards that time on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Again, it's Bell. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. 66 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
On 2nd and 12, Jones throwing the out route incomplete. It's Tate. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, Delta. 50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. What? Squeeze. Let him know.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game, and all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Throwing on second down. Darnold. His throw incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Here's Darnold. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
McCrane's kick is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now out come the Giants. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
218, chop it.
On the ground, it's Gallman again. 3 quarters have come and gone. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Last 57's right. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Rock it. Shift. There go.
Here's Jones. Off play action. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Now Jones to throw again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage. Now the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. They'll run it with Bell. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 25.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Antoine Bethea, the leading tackler among NFL safeties last year, and on the tackle again there.
At the 24-yard line.
On second down now, it's Bell. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards there, first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all.
But she's singing too.
Oh, she's
on like the 5th tune.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. This is Gallman. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Jones. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Ellison. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 43.
First down,
On 1st and 10, Jones looking for Shepard. And this is caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Russell Shepard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks. One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And after the slow start, the numbers show he has really straightened things out. How often sometimes is that you come into a game and the defense is game planned a little differently than you expected?
More often than maybe people realize, so adjustments are often a big part of each and every game, and it's not just getting to halftime. It's series to series to make it work, and being able to hang in there when there's a little adversity early and see them able to flip it around, it's kind of gratifying for a team to watch, especially for a coach.
Jones throwing complete here to Tate. 15 yards on the play, first down. A lot of eyes on Golden Tate this year to see if he can take over some of the production that OBJ had before he got shipped to Cleveland. You know, Beckham had 1,000-yard seasons 4 of his 5 years in New York. Golden Tate struggled at the end of last year in Philadelphia, but he had a really good run in Detroit, including 3,000-yard seasons in the middle of this decade. Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. Actually, I've heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
Back to throw. Jones. And Latimer's got it. 10 yards, good for a giant first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
The first down screen pass, good for 5. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Flushed out. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. 40 yards. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Jets. And he just tied the NFL record on that 5th rushing touchdown. He's the 6th man ever to do that in a single game.
And, partner, did you just say that he tied an NFL record there?
Yes, sir.
I mean, we're talking 5 touchdowns on the ground against an NFL-caliber defense.
Is that good?
I'd say that's fantastic. What a game for him.
It really is something. We are watching quite the effort. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Leonard Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Second and 15. And this is incomplete. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. It's brought in left side by Tate. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So they have now gone for it on 4th 4 times, and they have converted no times.
I know we talk about analytics and how it's entered into the game, and there's a good percentage that says go for it. You will actually make a good percentage. In this case, the analytics just went right out the window. 0 for 4. They've got to start looking at things in a different way.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
At their 49-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Only a yard on the 3rd down throw, and that leads to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10.
57, Mike 57. Let's go, D. Move. Hit it.
Jones on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Looking to throw. Jones to Shepard, complete over the middle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic 1st down.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And Tate's got it. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Hey, Haywood.
Now Jones operating from the gun. Steps away, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Jets offense ready to go in this battle in New York. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it was a game they really...
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad arrow. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put the numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay,